Hello, and welcome to this video, another Ranting with Wolverine. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I want to do a bit of ranting. Mostly, you're gonna be hearing me rant about a bunch of things about Apex Legends, my thoughts and opinions, especially with the new season, since it's been about a week since it's been out. Almost. It's like been not. Oh, it's like what? It came out on my birthday, which was February 2nd. It's like 3 days later, but I want to give my thoughts and opinions overall of some aspects here and there, as well as some other things. First off, of the new characters and weapon. Well, new character and weapon. The new character, in my opinion, I feel is kind of weak. At least I know I wouldn't be really good with this new character, but something about him just feels weak. Yeah, I'm not sure because his ultimate is it's like it's a ring of fire. It's like it's okay, but somehow it just seems off. It's just like it shouldn't be a ring of fire. It should be a pool of fire that does maybe less damage than what it currently does. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe in time people will learn to work well with him. I mean, because for the most part, for what I can feel, unless you're playing with a full group and one of them uses him and your guys, you three are, or if it's in duos, you're really coordinated on how to use it against people. I mean, it's like it feels like it's only usable when you're after already been in a fight and somebody's gotten down or something. And you just like throw that pole on top of them so they can't easily escape or a person go in and stuff. It's like he's okay, but maybe in like I said in the long run people will figure out how best to work with him with his ultimate and his ability. But right now I don't know. I feel he's kind of weak. New gun though is pretty fun. It's nice. Though it just sucks that it doesn't have what that one of those attachments you can have for like the what is it like the fuck, I can't remember what they're called, but those little chip attachments. Like there's the headshot one for the goddamn I can't think of anything, dude. Sorry, my head is all over the place because my last game it was a really good adrenaline filled one, but it didn't go out. Well, I got like fourth place, third, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's like the what are those attachment things called? They brought one back for the R301 and Flatline. I'm not sure what the fuck. Mine's all over the place, but you know what I'm saying if you know the game. Fuck. I'm just gonna do a quick search and get it out of my head. Let's see, R301. Oh dang. Hop ups. I believe we had the hop ups. Anvil receiver. Yeah, the anvil receiver is back. Yeah, it sucks that it doesn't have a hop up. There's a one in there that I think would be good for it. That like I feel is useless. See, yeah, you got anvil receiver, skull piercer. That's the one I was talking about. The headshot one, skull piercer, turbocharger, the hammer point rounds, quick draw. That's the one I think is the weakest. The quick draw one. Let's see, quick draw, which is for what? Let's see, quick draw is for the wingman and the RE45 auto pistol. It reduces the weapon's swap time, ADS time, and hip fire spread. Now, most people don't really even use the RE345 unless you have to in the beginning. And with the wingman, again, you have the what is it, skull piercer. So once you get that thing goes out the window. Seriously, I think the new weapon, the 3030, should have the only usable attachment would be the quick draw. I mean, it fits. Quick draw and all three. The 3030 are both kind of like Western type sounding items. So it would fit, I think it should have it, At least it makes the quick draw more viable, Because again, once you get the skull piercer for your dang, I can't think of the guns. Wingman. I never call it the wingman. It's the revolver for me. But yeah, once the wingman gets the skull piercer, you can have that. You're good to go, and it's just. I find it to be the weakest ones. I mean, other than probably the ham point because it's for the P2020 and the Mozambique. Both weapons, once you get yourself a AR or shotgun, SMG, sniper or something, those guns just go out the window. The pistols outside the wingman, maybe. Yeah, what's this? The disruptor round that used to be for the alternator RE45. It's no longer one right now. What would it do? Let's see. It increases damage to shielded targets. The damage multiplier differed with each weapon. The alternator made a multiplier of 1.55 times, and the RE45 had the 1.7. So it'd do damage to shields. Maybe bring that back and give it to it too, or something. You know, change it up, or at least bring in it, or maybe bring in at least maybe bring in a new hub up for it. Cause I think that gun, I mean, it's good, but I mean, like I said, it'd have a hub up that use only quick draw. I think, that's my opinion. We got was the original map back, but so much different. You know, between the first original version of the game with that map to the like last one that was changes. I'm not sure if there was like 2 to 3 much changes, but between the first one and the last one, that map Kings Canyon did not much see changes. It saw some good changes here and there, but overall it was nothing major. Unlike now, like there's so much different between like the last map version of it and this map. It is so much different. It a huge revamp. It almost doesn't feel like it's Kings Canyon. It's like it's got Kings Canyon aesthetics and buildings here and there, but with so much of the change, it almost feels like a new map sometimes. You know, I mean, when you're in the OG areas, it does feel like Kings Canyon, but when you're not, it's like you're in a new world kind of thing. It's weird. Other complaints. One, they still haven't changed anything with the fucking Gold Shield. I think it's the dumbest shit. Seriously. Let's be honest. Percentage-wise, since the beginning of the game's existence with the Gold Shield to now, to all the platforms, all the games played. Let's be real. How viable of an item has that been? Seriously, how viable of an item has that Golden Shield really been? I'm not saying it hasn't, but I mean, seriously, on a percentage of how much that's helped you get up and get back into the fight, or you know, just get it going. How viable of an item has it? Because I'm feeling like it's 5%, maybe less, dude. Seriously. And like I said, it's from the beginning of the game to now, all platforms, all games played from all around the world, you know? Like, seriously, percentage-wise, how helpful of an item has that really been? Like I said, it's probably 5%, maybe less. That's just my opinion. I probably could be wrong here. It could be more than that, but I don't think so, seriously. Because seriously, it takes so much time. One, you got that downer. It takes so much time. I'm not even sure how much time it takes, but in comparison to, you know, when you get revived by your teammates, it feels like it's either the same amount, maybe longer or something, because it doesn't feel like it's shorter. It should be at least shorter. For that kind of item, it should take you shorter, much shorter than you can by your own teammates. It should be shorter, but it feels like it's either the same or longer, doesn't it? Seriously, I wonder if there's a comparison on there somewhere online. Apex 352. Wonder what's the time? Okay, freeing up the progress bar will quickly fill up over the next 7 seconds. Like, there's nothing I can see there of comparison, like what the time difference is between using the self revive and being revived by your teammates. Because I feel like it's so much longer than being revived by your teammates, don't you think? It feels like it's longer, and with that gold shield, it shouldn't be. It should be shorter because it's advertised as, you know, a way to get yourself back up and into the fight, but it takes so fucking long. So you got that one downgrade, unless you have like the golden backpack or helmet, whatever it is, to, you know, have you brought back up with like what, half health, half shields. You're basically at the same disadvantage there. So, you know, you're with low health. If you know, you got that downgrade. And then the third one is it's a one-use item only. Seriously. With all these negatives against it, it just, I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, how viable of an item is it compared to all other gold items? Seriously, it does not fucking seem like one at all. Seriously, there's like a variety of options that they could do to improve it. Like I said, one, shorten the time from like the time it is now to half that. You know, somewhere in that frame, maybe somewhere in half of that frame area. You know, between where it is and like half. I put it like maybe somewhere half between those two sections. Or, you know, they could have, like when you do come back up, you have full health, full armor. You know, or instead of making it a one-use item, keep it, the time and the health where it is, but make it a perma item. You can revive yourself as many times as you want. Or maybe a fourth option, while you're being revived, you're invulnerable. You can't take any damage at all. Keep everything else that it is currently. Even the sound of you being notifying to enemies around that you're doing it, but make you so that you can't take any damage while you're coming back up or something. Just something to prove it. Because how wrong am I in comparison to its usefulness? Seriously, because I feel like it's such a useless item. I mean, maybe in the beginning it was a useful item because no one knew about it and how to best counter it or something. But very quickly, it was just so easily taken care of, because there's two things that happen while you're trying to either bring yourself back up. Either you get noticed by the enemy and you're just immediately killed, or the fight's over and it's pointless, Seriously, I mean, even when you're all three down and you have the gold shield, I mean, how viable of an item is it? You're going to be noticed. It's like they're going to keep shooting at each teammate until they find the one with the gold shield. It's like, what the fuck's the point of it? I mean, seriously, be honest. How viable of a fucking item is it? It's annoying. Other gripes I have here. Let's move on from that. Sorry. I feel they need to balance out the characters a bit more. Like how, say, comparison to Pathfinder is to Mirage. Because, like, abilities-wise, like, I feel like between those two of the characters, between like, a lot of them, Pathfinder seems weaker in comparison to Mirage, who feels like he's so strong. Because think about it, you have your main ability that once you can actually control him, move him around, make it seem like he's a person. You got that. When you use your ult, like you're immediately invisible until you start moving. But once you start moving, all the Mirages move in a variety of directions. So it's hard to tell which one might be the real one. And he can revive his teammates invisibly. Him and the teammate is invisible. So unless you are noticed once you go for the revive, it's like hard to pinpoint where he is to shoot him because he's seriously camouflaged. I feel they need to bring him back a bit. Do something to lessen his potency as a character. I mean, he's an okay character. I'm not saying like nerf him back into his OG status. But something, maybe make it to where he's not so invisible when he's reviving, where there's like wavy lines or something, something like Predator from the Predator movie, somewhere like you can tell, like you can know he's somewhere around here, but you can somewhat tell, or make him more noticeable when he's using his ult, like not much, but there's like something a little distinct between him and his Mirages that if you see it, you can tell. Not that something too small, but nothing too noticeable, something to just bring him back down a little bit, a bit more balance, or, something else, who knows? As well as what I say with Pathfinder, I feel he's kind of weak, and how is he weak? Well, for one, his, I'm not sure if it was his passive or whatever, but when he could use those points where you can tell where the next circle is. He used to be the only one that does that. Now Bloodhound can. Seriously. So you don't even need a Pathfinder for that shit. You can have Bloodhound. His fucking main ability takes so long to come back. It's like, granted, it's like, 10 seconds, but still, I think that's too much. They should have that. Fucking have that, seriously. Because it feels like it takes too long, and then you have his ultimate, which is just a zip line, which is okay. I mean, he's overall an okay character, but it doesn't feel like he's balanced enough. Like he feels just a little weak, not like too weak, but it's like, here's the ball for a good balance. He's like about here, you could just use a little push to make him more viable of character in comparison to the balances of everybody else. He feels weaker, everybody else has like good abilities as well as passives and stuff of their own, but Pathfinder, all he has is his ult and his main ability. Because his passive, like I said, the whole recon to tell what the next circle is, fucking Bloodhound can do that now. What the fuck was that idea? So either, they can, I say, shorten the time of his main ability, or just make it to again where he's the only one that has that passive. Because I don't, seriously, what was the fucking thought process to give that to Bloodhound? I don't get it. And if you think I'm wrong, grab Bloodhound and find one of those. Trust me, you'll see that he can use it. I was shocked too, because there was like, it was last season, I was with somebody who was a Bloodhound, and he fucking did it. It's like, wait, what? What? I was confused as hell. I was like, I thought we had a Bloodhound, not a Pathfinder. And I was like, Lifeline or something, dude. It was weird. I've done it as Bloodhound myself, dude. It's odd, that choice, you know? It's very odd of a sense to make, you know? It's weird. One other gripe I haven't stated ever, I think, but it is such annoyance. What the fuck is up with the purples for the skins of characters and guns? Seriously. It is the laziest shit I have ever seen. If you don't believe me, check them out. Seriously. They are basically, it's the same skin revamped through all the characters, all the weapons. Granted, it takes more time than, you know, what, you know, probably the blues and the commons are, but seriously, it's, you think of purples, you think there should be a bit more difference between them, you know, but it's seriously, it's the same fucking skin with different colors and revamped for all characters and all guns. It is the single laziest shit I've ever seen for things to be considered, what would that, not exotic, what is that, epic? Seriously, it is fucking lazy. I mean, I've seen lazy shit here and there, but my god, let's be real, that is lazy. It's not as lazy as, you know, as somebody who can do it compared to somebody like me who can't, coding wise. But still, you know, it's like, you think the difference between, you know, what would be rare, what is that, epic, and then exotic would be somewhat of a variance, but seriously, it's not much of a variance between rare and epic. It's, you can consider both lazy, because it's just like, it's like, here's a coat of paint, moving on. You know, like I said, granted, it's more workers put into it, sure, but seriously, it's like the epics are just so not epic. Seriously, like, once you get gold, you're like, well, goodbye, epics. Even if you had one, you know, it's like, it's okay, but it's just nothing, like I said, nothing epic about them. They're just, Granted, comparison, especially with some of the ones you get at the end of a battle pass, sure, they're not as major as them, but even still, though, it still is like, how awesome are these skins? Because they're not. I mean, they're better than sure commons, but still, it's like between an epic and a exotic, it's just like, you know the choice. You're gonna go exotic, not just because it's exotic and it's nice, but it's just like, it's, the exotics are so much better than the epics. Like you'd say the epics would be at what, 40% awesome, and then exotics are at 100. It's like, it's that much of a difference of just how better they are. It's just like, you think they would be much closer to having consider of, you know, cool factor, I guess you would say, but it's just not that. Maybe that's just me, but I just, like I said, I think the epics in the game, skin-wise, are just such laziness. Anything else I want to talk? Battle Pass, I think, is okay. Granted, they still have weakness in it, like the whole, you know, as you progress, you unlock the whole tracker of wins and kills. I think that's the dumbest shit. Seriously, it should just be immediately given once the new season comes out. It's dumb that you unlock them throughout the fucking progression of the Battle Pass. They still don't have a tracker that would be awesome to have, which is, you know, kills overall and wins overall from all the seasons and all the characters. You can have on all characters, you know, it's like, throughout all my characters and wins, I have this many kills, this many wins, you know, such. But they've yet to implement that kind of system, which, you know, I'm not sure how it would work if they can code it in, but I mean, how not could they, you know? But I don't know how coding would work with that game, so I can't comment on it either or. But it'd be nice if they could, if they can, you know, to have all characters have the to show, you know, how many kills they have overall from all seasons and all characters, all games they played, as well as wins. I'm sure people are like that. As well as one other thing that I find quite bloody idiotic. This game, Apex Legends, is the only battle royale out there that does not currently have a perma solo mode. Now, before you guys get all griping, it'd be unbalanced. Think about it in this sense. Just stop, calm down, and think about it in this sense of which I'll tell you. One, if it was to exist, it doesn't mean you have to play that mode. You don't have to. But being that it doesn't exist, it means people like me who would like to play that mode can't. You know, it's like you have the choice to not play it if it existed, but we have not the choice to play it because it does not exist. We're being forced not to be able to play that mode. Whereas you wouldn't have to be forced to play it if it existed, because there should be duos, trios, rank. I find it, yeah, that doesn't have one, you know? They had it for a time. They did. It was a limited time mode, just like duos, but duos became on permanently. It's the dumbest shit. It just fucking is. That's the fact of the matter. That's not just my opinion. You put it anywhere, it is dumb as shit. And for any of you saying, well, it'll be on balance, you know, combos with caustic. One, again, you don't have to fucking play it. And two, oh my god, a camper and a battle royale. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Like, that just never fucking happened. Whoop-de-doo, a camper. If you're smart, you know how to go around that kind of shit, dude. Just like how you would in any of the other modes that there would be a caustic in such places. Seriously, it's dumb that it doesn't exist. It just does. There should just straight up be a solo mode in this. I mean, people have been saying that for a long time. It just states to whoever has the option to allow it to happen on their intelligence. Let's be real. There was like 2 to 3 seasons, or 2.5, I would say. I wasn't in season 5 or 6 playing this game. And I caught up halfway through season 7. Because I felt like, you know, let's play some Apex. I was in the mood, and I've been playing it for a good long while now. It's 2 months, maybe less. But main reason is like, I like that game, but I would like to play a solo mode, you know? I'm doing okay now. The main reason is just 2 reasons. The teammates I usually get are either, I guess it could be more than 2. They could be stupid, you know, just not. Like, they've played this game, but they're just acting like they've never have, you know? They don't want to be a team player, you know? They're just all self-righteous, just like, everything is about me, I'm gonna do me, you know? It's like, you guys can keep looting, I'm gonna go fight this team off by myself, even though this is a team-based game. Or, you know, you have those who are greedy, who just grab everything, you know? It's like, you land in an area, it's like, you go to the bin, it's like, you're saying, you know, I'm going over here to loot, I'm gonna land here, I'm gonna grab this bin, you know? But even doing so, you have your teammate who lands there, and you open the bin, and they grab fucking everything, you know? You got out of an epic fight by yourself, basically, you know? It's like, your teammates went off by themselves, person or two comes up, and you kill them, and it's like, okay, fine, let's heal up, and your teammates come back and loot everything before you can even fully heal and grab your stuff in case, you know, you want to heal in case, you know, other people might come by because they heard the gunshots or some shit, you know? Those kind of people, you know, those people who just annoy the fuck out of me. And reasons why I would like to just maybe, if I'm getting angry enough, I'd just go on solo mode and just be by myself, have not to worry about my teammates, not have them have to worry about me. The only person who would be at any fault for anything would be me. Well, that's why there should be a fucking solo mode. That's why there should be. And again, if you still think it's unbalanced, think about this. Think about another game, Overwatch. They have a mode in there called Free For All. I'm sure you understand the concept. You would think such a game mode in that kind of game would be unbalanced. But there have been many times in that mode I have won as Zenyatta. Now, for any of you who have never played that game or don't know that character, Zenyatta is a healer. So think about that. As a healer, I have won games in free-for-all mode against people who would be basically, you know, damagers, tanks, people of the characters of the such, because it's kind of that, you know, hero-based strategy kind of game. You know, it's a shooter strategy game. And as a healer or weaker of the character somewhat, I've won free-for-all modes. Now, for anybody who don't understand what a free-for-all mode is, basically it's a you versus like what would be 9 other people, and you have to get to a certain amount of kills to win. So yeah, there. I've won games like that as a healer. Yeah. Otherwise, other things to talk about. Moving on from Apex. Call of Duty. I'm in the opinion, I think they are quite fucking chaotic how they have yet to separate their modes. You know, solos, multiplayer, and zombies. You know, or co-op, whatever you want to call those other modes. Because I was like 3 weeks ago playing zombies because it was a free-to-play weekend kind of thing. And I liked it. And I'd like to play it some more. But I have to pay for the full fucking game for a mode that I only want to play of one of the 3. Seriously. I would like to only play zombies, so it would be awesome if I could just, you know, pay $10 to $20 just to play only the zombies mode and not the whole fucking game. Seriously, I mean, you think about it more so, it's like how much space does those games fucking take up? Seriously. That's like over 100 gigs, maybe over 150 gigs now, dude. Seriously, just damn. And for somebody who's got like, what, 500 gig? I'm not sure if I have that much of a size of Xbox. But, you know, seriously, if you have Modern Warfare and Cold War on your Xbox, those are basically the only 2 games you can have on if you have just those 2, because they take up so much fucking space. Seriously, damn. But yeah, I would like it if they could just separate those, because like I said, my brother just came around a couple days ago. I got me some cash from friends and family, and it's just like, I'm thinking, what should I use some of this for? And I thought, you know, I'd like to play some fucking more zombies on Cold War. It was nice. It was fun. I enjoyed my time playing that. I would like to play it some more. It's a nice, casual, fun game. I have music on, just play it and just have a good chill time when I can, you know? But I can't, because you'd have to, again, like I said, pay for the full fucking game. My God. And I had to pay for that just for that one mode? No, thank you. No, that'd be a waste of money. Because I ain't going to play the solo mode, because I just don't care about that much anymore of Call of Duty games. Not since Modern Warfare 3. I lost interest after that. Like, seriously, it's just like, what's the point? I don't care for it. I mean, others might like it, but it's not my thing. I would prefer multiplayer and zombies. And like I said, right now, I just want zombies. Multiplayer, from what I've heard from people who first off played it and streamers I've watched, it's like, it's just a broken mess. Like, if you got into it like now, like I would, compared to everybody else who has like their big loaded out weapons, I would get destroyed so much. No, thank you. Yeah. Ranting is going on for about half an hour now. Anything else I can think of I'd like to rant about? I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is I wish I had a good enough PC to play Godfall and Escape from Tarkov on my PC. What is my loadout right now? Wish I knew more of my loadouts, like CPU and GPU stuff. Like, what are they? Where is it I gotta look at for this stuff? Properties, maybe? Hardware? I don't know. Let's see. It'd be in settings, right? Let's look at settings. System stuff. What would it be? Yeah, let's easily just Google this shit. We'll find out. GPU I have, yeah. Do this in Windows. Go to system settings. System. Yeah, I know it was in settings. Systems and about. There we are, about. Okay, for my CPU, my processor, I have an Intel Core i3 9100F CPU. Now let's see how I can find out about my GPU. What is my GPU? Choose display settings. Right click on the desktop area, choosing display settings. I was already there, sure. I am a dum-dum. I am a dum-dum. What else? In the display settings box, select advanced display settings. I have an NVIDIA GeForce GT 7100. Yeah, I do not have the recommended equipment for that. So hopefully, what I would do is, if I could, with my upcoming stimulus check, I would like to get it, but what that hopefully is going to go forward towards is I am going to be in contact with a book publisher to help me publish my book. So hopefully that works out, in which I can make me a ton of money and get me a nice place, a nice car, and a nice computer to play those games. But hopefully I can also just overall have a career as a book author. Because I've already completely, not published, but written my first book. I'm in the process of, in the process of writing my next book, which, though, I wish it was the sequel to my first book, because it is, which to write it, a 3-part series. But I only have bits and pieces of the sequel. I know how it's going to end. I know parts of it here. It's going to work. It's the overall story that I don't have yet. But I do for the book I am currently writing. Story-wise and stuff, I mean, hopefully that works. But yeah, I'm going to leave it off there. I thank you for watching. Hope you were informed. Hope you were possibly entertained. And hope you have a rock'em sock'em day. Peace.